Hey, and we're the Fat Life family, right? Luvy's Fat Life. And hey, we just want to thank you guys and ladies, boys and girls, everyone that's coming on tonight. Thank you so much for coming on. We're just going to have a great time tonight.
We are going to have so much fun.
Yeah, we've got some kids coming on, ask some questions, and it looks like YouTube is just having a hard time tonight. It looks like we're freezing up over here on the left on YouTube. StreamYard looks fine. YouTube looks bad. So, hey, we're going to go with it, okay? We're going to go with what it is and see how it goes. And these kids are going to have a great time. They're excited. They're bouncing off the walls. But we'll see how this goes. I hope it comes through on YouTube. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. Hey, just listen to the audio of it, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe we're just blurring things out because we just look bad. I don't know. Who knows?
Hope not.
But yeah, so tonight we got Tony and Jenny from Lido Loca.
We are so excited.
Yeah, and they hit a big milestone yesterday. Michelle will bring it up. What they hit?
Congratulations. 80,000 subscribers. That's incredible.
Yeah, that is awesome. 80,000 subscribers. Just incredible. I mean, we've known them for a while now, you know, for about 3 years.
Yes.
And I want to tell one quick little story before we bring them on. And I didn't want to say this with Jenny on here because I was afraid Jenny may get emotional on here. But about a year ago this time, maybe a couple months from now, Anthony had an emergency appendectomy. Mm-hmm. Right? You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
It was during a weeknight. And we went on Facebook and just said, hey, we need prayers tonight. And right before he got rolled into the back while he was still in the waiting area, Jenny had sent us a message. She's been a travel agent of ours for several years now, and just said, hey, we're thinking about you guys and praying for you and tell Anthony, we love him and we're thinking about him. So that was just really touched our heart. It meant a lot. And, as big as their channel's got, I know they can't get out to everybody and say hey to everybody, but it meant a lot for us that friends of ours in the cruising community would reach out and say, hey, we're thinking about you guys. We're there with you. If you need anything, let us know. And then Anthony was very appreciative too, right, Anthony?
Yeah.
He's over there saying, yeah, I was very appreciative. But hey, that's what the cruising family is about, right? Yes. I mean, this is a food, and just in case you didn't know, Luvy's Fat Life. Yeah, we're big people. We're big and proud. We're trying to get smaller.
We're working on it.
Right. But FAT stands for food and travel. So it's a food and travel channel. And that's what we like to do. We like to smoke meat. We like to do restaurant reviews. We like to travel, land or sea. Cruising is our favorite. Everybody knows that.
We can't wait for it to get started.
Yeah, we're actually on the LLL in October. So we're crossing our fingers that thing goes. Yeah. So, hey, there's a lot of people in the chat real quick.
Yes.
Let's try to hit some names of people in the chat, and then we're going to play a special intro for the LLL team, the Loca fam. I think those out there that love Tony and Jenny are going to love this video too, because it's something I haven't seen before anyway, entirely. So, but yeah, let's say, hey, Janice was in the chat tonight. Tom Beetle Bailey, Billy Sparks, David Briley here. Michelle, I don't know which Michelle it is, but hey, Michelle, first time catching our show. Hey, thank you guys. Hey, if I'm going to make a shameless plug for us. If you're here to see Tony and Jenny, give us a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
If you're not here to see Tony and Jenny, give us a thumbs down twice. That's what everybody says, right? But hey, like and subscribe to us if you like what we're doing. We like to have a good time. We try to run a PG show and have a good time. Hey, Angie Roberts. Tom and Brenda, it was great seeing you last week down in Orlando.
Yes, it was.
Nana's Hidden Apron, got a sub to them. Hey, go ahead and say it right now. If you are a creator, there's a lot of creators in here. If you are a creator, a supporter, or whatever you do, put hashtag that in here because there's a lot of visitors tonight, and maybe they haven't seen your channel. So put that in the YouTube comments, and then, hey, write one or two of those down and go sub to them tonight.
Yes.
Got Just Dave. I think I just said that. Just Dave just said that. We got Reagan. Hey, Reagan. I see you got Chloe and Savannah ready. We're ready for them. Hey, Rhonda. It was great seeing you and Tom last week.
Yes. And Tom, I want you to know that I put 2 of your rocks up.
So they're going to be part of our live streams going forward.
From now on.
Yeah. Really, really like Tom and Rhonda. They're awesome people. Vonnevi, hey, how are you doing? If I miss people, I apologize. I'm trying to go through this real quick. Ellen, hey, how are you doing, Ellen? Hey, Danny. Hey, Mama Maxine. I hope that knee's doing better. Hey, Holly Ayers. Hey, Josh Odom. Hey, Nautical Nurse Nancy. Who else we got here? Hey, Chris, my peanut butter fudge man. How you doing, man? God, he makes some good peanut butter fudge. I'm just going to stop right there. Kimbra. Hey, Kimbra. How you doing? Hey, Miss D Incognito. How you doing? Hey, Matt. How are you doing? Hey, Ellen. I think I already said Ellen. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Nightbot. He's in early tonight. Hey, Gaylors. Hey, Dan. How you doing? Hey, Fordman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes. How you doing, buddy? And we're getting close to the bottom. Bon Beanie. I know who that is. That's your buddy there with the snake, right? That's you know that is.
We got Beach Please.
Yeah, Beach Please. I think that is Mike, but it could be Betsy. Maybe she's in a stall in the bathroom. Who knows? We've got the Traveling Gilberts. Love their channel. Love that gravy. Tomato gravy. We're going to try that. We've got to try that. I'm eating what it says. I'm eating ribs, getting barbecue all over my keyboard now. Really? Okay.
Wow.
That California barbecue. We'll have to try that sometime.
I'm jealous about that.
I know I am. And let's see who else we got. Okay, so I think we're down to the bottom.
Hey, we did good.
It's 6 after. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the chat, 75 people in the chat here. Hey, Cruise Day Fun, I see that you popped up. Nice to see you in here. Hey, David Glover. So I'm going to miss some. Hey, moderators, show some love to the new folks coming in here. Give them some love. We're getting ready to do something here. So we got them all lined up. There's 5 people lined up. We got the Griswold. We got Landon. We got Ryan. We got, who's that Tony and Jenny guy? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Chloe and Vanna, how you doing? We got you back here. We're going to pop you in a minute. And then we also got the Beach Life. We got Allison from Honey. How you guys doing? We see you. They hear us. Good deal. All right. Right now, we're getting ready to show this video. And if you are a Lido Loca fan, you're going to love this video. Okay. Now, Tony and Jenny may not. They may not like They may not like some of the pictures you put in, Michelle. I'm trying to build up drama. Okay. Let me build up drama.
All right.
Okay? That's just like Michelle saying, okay, we're going to have the big drawing at the end of the show.
Stop
so then everybody leaves and comes, no, never mind. All right, so we're going to play this video. It's about 1 minute and 41 seconds. It may be a little bit loud. You may have to cut your volume down just a tad. We'll see how it comes through. And then as soon as this is over, Miss Jenny and Mr. Tony will be in with us, okay? So we're getting ready to play it right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on? I love that video.
Wow, what a great video. Now I'm getting emotional. You made Jenny cry in the pre-show, and now I'm about to.
Oh, no. My makeup went all over the place. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, that shot with my brother and sister-in-law, that was about 4 years ago today when we went on our very first cruise. So it's,
Good pickings.
Good times. Thank you so much for sharing that.
I'm a stalker, and what I thought I would do, and you know, I found that, and I put the link into your video, your YouTube video, where I found out what you said your song was, but I've never heard the whole song. We always hear the beginning of it, and I was like, you know, hey, if we get hit with a copyright on it, I put all that information there. Hopefully we don't, but I was like, let's let everybody hear the whole song. And you guys are so iconic with your Lido Loca intro. I was like, I can't come up with a different.
Yes.
We can't come up with a different intro.
That's free. That's free YouTube music. So I never put the attribution. It's all free. So you're fine.
Well, and that was old school video, us dancing to it. That was when we were still in Charlotte.
What is so weird is I was sitting here today thinking, like I'm always thinking about what to do in the next video. And I'm like, it would be cool to play a portion of that song and have somebody dance to it and then like have different people dance to it at the end of our videos. And there it was us. But I'm like, this is an idea I actually had today. Like it would be great to have people dancing to that song to tag at the end of the video. So anybody out there, send me a video.
The second half of that song is pretty cool too. The intro is so catchy, but the end of the second half of that song is great too.
There's a lot going on.
Well, and we're so glad to be here. Thank you guys for inviting us over your house tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm so glad that you kind of agreed to what we kind of suggested. I know you guys run a PG or G channel, and you always you've always been great to kids, and that's kind of the story we brought up with Anthony. And talking to some of these kids that are already bright-eyed and they're smiling from ear to ear right now in the green room, I was like, man, let's give the kids a chance to ask questions. And it's never about us on our channel anyway. It's more about the other creators coming on and the guests coming on. And we're big lovers of kids, and we just say, hey, let's let them be the voice tonight. So we're just going to control things and invite people in. Most all the questions are going to be from the kids. I just hope you guys are ready. Are you ready?
I think so.
We're ready.
We hope so.
All right, we're getting ready to bring our first guest on. Are you ready, Landon? Give me the thumbs up if you're ready. Are you ready back there? Oh, he gave me two thumbs up.
There you go.
He's ready. All right, we're going to bring Landon on here.
Landon.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Landon, tell us how old you are, buddy. Tell us. We know you're part of the Griswold family vacay, and you're on TV quite a bit. How old are you?
8.
8? Okay. If you got a nice, big, juicy question you're going to throw Miss Jenny and Tony a curveball on, you got it ready?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Throw it at them.
Wait. You have a pet.
Do we have a pet? Jenny, do you want to tell the pet story? Or do you want me to tell the pet story?
Well, we used to have a pet, but now you can tell the pet story.
We used to have a pet. So for the longest
time. We loved very much.
For how long do we have, lady? 10, 11 years?
11 years.
We used to have this tiny toy poodle. She was kind of apricot color. Her name was Lady. And she was the best dog that you could ever have. And she loved us, and we loved her, and she loved our family, and especially when our kids were small. And eventually, she went to doggy heaven, which is sad. But that was the pet that we had. And we talked about maybe having a pet again. But since we're traveling so much, it's kind of hard. So, but yes, we did have a very awesome pet that loved our family, that we loved quite a bit. So we love you, Lady. That's it.
That's right.
You got a second question, Landon, for him?
What's it?
No. Go. What's your favorite animal?
Oh, what's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? Is yours a lizard?
No, it is not an iguana, lizard. Nope. I mean, from afar, I think koalas are really cool looking.
Yeah.
But I think I like a sloth.
Sloth is Jenny's favorite animal.
Yeah.
She's hugged a sloth. I think for me, my favorite animals are monkeys. Monkeys and otters. Whenever I go somewhere where I can see monkeys and otters, I'm quite happy. And then if I ever see monkeys and otters together, which has never happened, but that's kind of fun too.
And also manatee.
You like the manatee?
Yeah, they're beautiful. I don't know if that can.
Landon, can we ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal?
What's your favorite animal?
What's your favorite animal, Landon?
Honey badger.
Honey badger. There you go.
Honey badger. Whoa.
That.
No.
Any other question you may have that we didn't even know about, Landon, that you'd like to ask Tony and Jenny?
Yes.
Oh, you got another one?
Oh, surprise
Do you
question.
sleep with a stuffed animal?
Do you sleep with a stuffed animal?
Not anymore.
I thought Jenny was going to call me her teddy bear. I don't sleep with a stuffed animal either, but I do have a blanket that I like quite a bit.
Well, and if you consider I have a body pillow, that's almost like a teddy bear.
It's like a stuffed animal,
That's
yes. Right. But no stuffed animal, but I have a favorite blanket. I still have the blanket that my mother gave me when I was like 8 years old, your age. It's in our house. I don't sleep with it anymore, but it's a Disney Mickey Mouse blanket.
That is a true story.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Awesome. All right, Landon, we appreciate you coming on tonight. Anything you'd like to say in final saying tonight?
Bye.
Bye, Landon. Thank you so much thanks for your questions. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. All right. Hey,
that's awesome.
You survived number one, right?
Made it through one round of questions.
I didn't know there was going to be a surprise question in there. I thought he was just going to say, I ain't got any more questions. But he popped that one up real quick.
Yeah.
Honey badger. I don't know if I went hard enough on my animals.
I know.
That was a good one.
Well, and he's like a pro behind that camera, too.
Me either.
Wow. Hey, so, all right. So, Miss Chloe and Vanna, I see you back there. You guys ready to rock and roll? You got your thumbs up? You can hear us? All right. I think they're ready to come on here. We're going to add them on right now.
Hey.
Hi, girls.
What's up, you guys?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We're so glad you guys wanted to come on and see us.
Yeah.
You guys look wonderful. Hopefully you don't have any questions,
They're too tough.
They are.
So
Especially
Chloe, would you like to ask the first question? The first question that you sent in?
Yeah. So, how has COVID affected traveling and your travel agency business?
That's a good question. So travel, we haven't really done much. And as far as like my part of Lido Loca, has been very busy rebooking and just really kind of heartbreaking sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge for everybody. And, one of the biggest things, travel just really hasn't happened. And so it's been a little bit of a challenge, but we feel very fortunate to have come through this last 13 months. And, people are healthy in our family and we're healthy. And, we're looking forward to travel starting again. But it's let's just say this. The last year and however many months have been completely different than any other time in our life. And especially when we just decided to do travel, and but it's all going well. So, how have you guys been doing did you guys get to stay out of school for a bit? How did that turn out?
Yeah, we did get to stay out of school for a little while, but now we're going back to school 5 days a week. This was the first week we got to go back to school 5 days a week, so that was really exciting.
Is it hard? Is it better than staying at home all the time? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I definitely think it's better than staying at home.
Nice. Imagine staying at home all day with Jenny. It's good. No, I mean it in a good way.
Hey, Miss Vanna, you got a question, Miss Vanna?
Yeah. If you could be any Disney character, what would it be and why?
What was that, baby?
I didn't hear it.
If you could be any Disney character, what would it be and why?
Oh,
Whoa.
well, listen.
We did the work on this.
I had to do some work on this question, Vanna, because I would have just been like, Minnie Mouse, because I don't really know them very well, but I took a test to see what Disney person I should be, or Disney character I should be, and I should be Belle. And when I read why, I was kind of excited. So it says, you are smart, caring, and brave. You might be a little different than everyone else, but that's because you dream big. So I'm okay being different. So I like to be Belle.
That sounds exact. So to figure out what these characters were, we had to answer 30 questions.
Yes.
And they don't make any sense at all. Now, the easy thing for me after Jenny said that she was Belle, I should have just said that I'm the Beast or that I'm Gaston or something like that. But I did the test also, and it said that I'm Hercules. And it says some of your strength comes from your muscles. How about that?
He's a bull.
But you didn't know you're going to come to the gun show tonight. Got the muscles, but most of your strength comes from your kindness. And true. Jenny said that that's true, so I feel good about that. So I'm Hercules. What about you, though, Vanna? What Disney character would you be?
Minnie.
Minnie Mouse.
Oh, that is a good choice. Why would you be Minnie?
Because because I like Mickey, but I'm a girl, so.
Very good choice.
Good answer.
I like Mickey, but I'm a girl. Okay.
Chloe, what's your Disney character?
Well, Rapunzel's my favorite, but I don't know if I'd really be Rapunzel, so I don't know. I think that's a really hard question.
You got to take the test too, then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Chloe, I think you had another question. You want to ask the other part of that?
Yeah. What is your favorite thing about cruising and why?
I think for me, it's just that you have everything at your fingertips, right? Like if you want to go eat, go get a cup of coffee, go to a show, hang out. I think you just have everything to do right there. And you don't have to drive. I like that.
Yeah, we don't like to stress out too much. So maybe like my favorite things are the things that are not stressful. You unpack once and then, you go to all these different places. So it's really nice that you can see all these different places without packing up and unpacking and all that. And then everything that they have there, like, you got the food and the shows and the ocean and the swimming pools. It's just so much stuff all in one place. It's I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
How about you guys?
I like the unlimited ice cream on the cruise.
There you go. Unlimited ice cream.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Vanna, what about you, sweetheart?
Same.
The ice cream's just I'm the same way with the pizza. I like all the pizza that I can get. So Jenny's more of an ice cream girl.
So I think Miss Vanna, you had one other question, I believe, as well, right?
If you could have any job in the world, what would it be and why?
I thought really long and hard on this because there's so many things I would love to do, but I think I would want to be a counselor.
Really?
Just because I love talking to people, and I feel like I'm compassionate and empathetic, and don't pass judgment. So I think I would be a counselor.
So this one's interesting. I did think about it a lot also. Like one time in my life, I wanted to be a teacher.
Yes.
There's been times in my life where my dream job was to be an entertainer. There's also been times where I wanted to do something creative. I got my perfect job.
Yes,
I'm a YouTuber. I actually got the job. Like I didn't know it. I had to work like 20, 30 years before I figured it out. But yeah, I don't think I would wish for another job right now.
No.
I'm very excited.
Well,
what about you guys? What are you going to do when you grow up?
Be a cast member.
Oh, Disney all the way. That's awesome. What about you, Chloe?
I know I want to work in like the medical field. I don't really know what I want to do yet.
Yeah, you got time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got time. And the cool thing about, look, it took us a long time to figure out what we wanted to do, and everything's perfect. So you got plenty of time to figure it out.
That's right.
That's right.
Any other
I hear the
questions?
baby.
You gonna throw the baby on?
There she is.
Look at her. She's so
Sweet.
sweet.
She is.
Do you know the
I'm
only
going. I'm out of here.
The only time we met the baby was at her gender reveal.
the only time we've ever been to a gender reveal was for that baby.
That's right.
I've never seen one since then,
That's right.
and it was pretty amazing.
I was actually able to get a hug from Chloe and Vanna.
That's right.
That's awesome. So, Chloe and Vanna, any other last question you want to ask real quick? You still got 2 minutes.
No.
No?
Well, listen, I'm so glad that you guys were able to pop on. It was so nice to see you guys.
It was
Yeah.
good to see you guys again too.
Good to see you guys. Make sure you give everybody a hug there for us.
Thank you all so
Thank you,
much. Thank you,
ladies.
ladies. Thanks for coming on by.
Bye.
All right. You survived 2 of them, Tony and Jen.
I know.
Man, we're progressing along
All
nicely.
right.
We got that
But
Disney
now
question out of the way.
we got the home run hitter coming in now.
Uh-oh.
He's a teenager, and they come up with maybe a little bit tougher questions. I don't know. So,
Now
you
I'm
ready
scared.
to go back there, Ryan? Ryan says
All
thumbs
right.
up.
All right, here comes
All right, so we're
Ryan.
going to bring Ryan on here.
Hello.
Ryan, what's
going
up,
on,
buddy?
sir?
Hi.
Good to
Okay.
see you.
So my first question
All right.
is, if you could have any job on a cruise ship, what would it be?
Hmm. Can I be the ice cream person that makes the ice cream cones and then take one for myself?
Ryan said you could have any job.
Okay, that's what I would do.
You'd be the ice cream person. If I could have any job on the cruise ship, gosh, that's a tough one. I think I would like to work in a show. I think I would like to sing or something like that. I think it would be fun to entertain people that way on the daily basis. And then if I want to swing to the other side of my brain, it would be cool to be like the captain or something and actually, steer the ship.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't want to be the cruise director then.
Now we're going to put it back on you, Ryan. What are you going to do on a cruise ship?
I would probably want to be something in food service.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like to cook? What is
Not really, but when I went on the tour of the food stuff, I thought that was pretty cool.
It's pretty amazing. I used to work at a really big hotel in Nashville, and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes is so fascinating. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
You should do it.
Or he could work with me at the ice cream station.
That's what I would do.
Yes.
That's what I would do.
Work with Jenny at the ice cream. How about that?
Free ice cream. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. My second question is, what is your ideal land-based vacation?
Ideal land-based vacation. What do you think, Jenny?
So I think this may be different for us.
Okay.
I would just enjoy probably hanging out in a cabin.
Yeah.
With family.
Yeah.
And just playing board games and, someplace that we've never been. I really want to go to the Grand Canyon though. I want to do cross country.
You want to drive across the country?
That's right.
All right. We'll be gone all next week, y'all. We're going to be driving across the country. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, I just want to go I'm not huge on crowds, so I don't like to go places that are super crowded, but I do like to go see unique things. So I could see driving across the country as being a really great time and finding kind of those off the beaten path kind of things. And but it's always fun to do it with family. That's why we try to get as many of our family members to go cruising, because the thing that I don't like about traveling with family sometimes on the land, that nobody can figure out what they want for dinner. Like, I don't think that's unique to us. What are we going to have for dinner discussion between 8 different families. And so that's why I really like the cruise ship, because you don't have to have that. But yeah, anything, like we love Gatlinburg, the cabin part of it. I love Gatlinburg. I don't necessarily love the crowd,
right?
But yeah, so those kind of things. We're going to ask you, Ryan, what's your favorite land-based vacation?
Oh, I should have thought about this.
Oh, the tables have turned.
Oh no, I'd probably do a staycation.
Staycation.
Just stay at home.
What's the last land-based vacation you took? Where'd you go?
Michigan. We went on a big trip. We went up on we went up to the UP and then went down to Traverse City, and then we went into a couple different places. But that was the last one. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think I enjoyed Helen, Georgia too. Like, that's a smaller version of Gatlinburg.
Plus, it's based on like a German town,
right?
And they had the best pretzels there. I'm just saying, pretzels.
Pretzels are good.
Cool. Okay, my third question is: what is your favorite places to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on your favorite cruise ship?
That's a good one. You like the breakfast burrito?
So if we're on a Carnival cruise ship, I got to have a blue iguana breakfast burrito. But sometimes Carnival also has, so I eat like a lot of breakfast, right? Because that's what you do on a cruise ship. I'll have the blue iguana breakfast burrito, and then I'll try to find some cantaloupe and prosciutto. That's my favorite breakfast on the cruise ship. So if we're sticking on Carnival, for lunch, I like to get a guy's burger. And then for dinner, I like to go to the MDR.
Yeah. And for me, breakfast is not my favorite. So I'll eat the blue iguana, or just like an English muffin, something kind of light.
Jenny likes coffee for breakfast.
Yeah, I like coffee for breakfast. And then lunch, can we do the C-Day brunch?
C-Day brunch. And then you also like when the specialties, like the Cucina de Capitano, Gigi's. But we treat the buffet like an afternoon snack.
So shameful. Yeah. And then what about dinner?
I'm MDR for dinner as often as possible, unless we go to a specialty restaurant. I really like, what I like about the MDR is like we have a fun day on the cruise, and then we like to change into just some slacks and the shirt or whatever, and then it's almost like we got a little date night. So that's kind of fun, and it's fun to go sit in the restaurant, and it takes a while. Like, not everybody loves eating in the MDR because it takes a while, but to me, it's like a nice calm before the storm of the rest of the cruise days.
And then midnight pizza.
Late night pizza, LMP is
all right. Let's stop about the food.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry now.
Yeah.
Some barbecue.
Ryan, what's
Yeah.
your favorite cruise food? If you had to
Okay.
pick one thing, what's the thing you're going to eat a lot on a cruise over and over?
Over and over.
Yeah.
Sorrento's on Oasis or any
Oh yeah.
thing that has any Royal Caribbean. Yeah.
I like
speaking
that.
About the,
I like
Oasis,
the
the hot
Sorrento's.
dog.
Did you
The
like
hot
the hot
dog
dog
stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, so Ryan, can I ask you a quick question? So,
Yes.
how many cruise lines have you went on?
One, I really can only remember one's on Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sure I've
Royal-
been on another one, but I'd have to ask.
Royal for breakfast, we would be like, we would go to that buffet. Like on the Oasis, we would go to that Wipeout Cafe.
Yes.
Do you know where that's at by the ping pong?
Up on top. Yeah.
Yeah, by
I
the
know.
zip line. So we would do that. We did that a lot. And then for lunch, we did Johnny Rockets once, which you got to pay for.
Right.
We also had the hot dogs.
And the Mexican restaurant.
Yes. Yeah. And,
But I did remember the buffet in the back area?
yeah.
When
Oh
you-
yeah. In the
Where was that?
I can't remember what they call it, but it's the covered area on the front of the ship, right? It was a Mediterranean cafe. I can't remember what it was, but it was awesome. And then on Royal, we would do MDR. I think Royal's got the best lobster night that we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good question.
I gotta open. Hold on. Okay. And my fourth question is: did you see yourself being YouTubers and a travel agent 10 years ago? Or if not, what did you see yourself doing?
Never. For me, it was never. I just kind of felt 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, we were living in Nashville.
Yep.
And I thought I had the best job there, right?
Yeah.
Like I was a property manager for a great company, countrywide company, and I just thought I would retire there.
Yeah, so 10 years ago, so I've always been like a tinkerer of computers, and I was like a self-taught kind of person. 10 years ago, I was finally leading some IT teams, and my goal at that point was to really move up in the company that I was at. And that's what I did over the next couple of years. I moved up and built a big team, and I thought that's what I would do forever, just keep moving through it. And then I found out it wasn't just very satisfying. And so some of the hardest things, since we're talking to kids, some of the hardest things in life is to take a risk for your happiness. We raised a bunch of kids, and they're all doing well. And so we got to the point where we could take a little bit of a risk for our happiness. And we turned out, both of our jobs later on, we turned out not to be so happy at. And we gave each other the permission to take a risk, to possibly fail, but to support each other. And that's kind of how we got to Lido Loca. We tried some things in between, but I think that's how we ended up at our dream jobs, by allowing each other to take those risks and to support each other. So it was, 10 years ago, there's no way I couldn't have described this to you 10 years ago, that we would be having this conversation, because that's I wouldn't even have thought of going on a cruise 10 years ago. So it's really amazing how life works. And we feel very blessed to be at this point on our journey. So
I agree.
I'm gonna get emotional again,
I
Jenny.
know.
Come on now.
This is a very emotional.
Stop it,
movie,
Ryan.
man.
Stop it, Ryan.
Oh,
See if we
no.
can make Ryan cry about something. That ain't right.
That's not nice.
Ryan, do you have any
What happened to
do you have any
Hercules?
career aspirations? What are you thinking about doing?
I'd like to be an aerospace engineer.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do that. That would be awesome. Come down to Florida and get these rockets launched.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be nice.
For sure. You can do it, man. Like, honestly, some people tell you that, it's true. You can work hard, look for all the opportunities that you can find, never give up on whatever you dream on, and you can get it done. So sometimes life is hard. You're going to run into that. You're about at that age where you start to realize that but just push through it and keep pursuing your dreams, and you'll be good to go.
Absolutely.
Good to go.
Cool.
All right, Ryan,
thank you.
anything else you'd like to ask?
I don't think so.
Man,
Thank you for-
you did a really great job tonight.
Yes.
Great questions. Thank you.
I know, Ryan.
It was good to talk
It's a
to
lot
you,
of
Ryan.
pressure.
Tell your family we said hey. No pressure.
Yes, tell
I
your
will.
wonderful family,
I will.
your parents, and your sister we said hello.
Thank you
All
for
right,
having me on.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. man.
Thanks, Ryan.
Bye.
Hey, so Tony and Jenny, you've been asked this question a million times, but the Q's Cruisers come on here and they've asked this question. Do you mind telling everybody, how did you come up with the name of Lido Loca? And actually, the video that I copied you doing the dancing on, you actually answered that question in there very well, and I saw it last night. So I'm going to make sure that link is in the description of this YouTube so people can see that. But
You
you
have
mind
to-
answering that again?
Yeah, and tell me if I answered it the same way, because I think the answer changes. I think the answer changes over time. But before we went cruising, we knew we wanted to make a YouTube channel. And so we, brainstormed some ideas. We came up with this name, 22 Postcards. We went cruising. We experienced that Lido life there on the Carnival Fantasy. We never really knew the word Lido in the context of cruising. And once we experienced that, it's like we came back and said, we got to figure out how to get Lido in the channel name, because what I didn't know at the time is that other places don't really call the Lido deck, that it's a Carnival thing. But in my mind, Lido was a cruising thing. And I'm like, we got to be able to use Lido in the name. And, just hit us one day. It sounds like Lido Loca, right? And so let's take Lido Loca, stick Lido in it, and maybe it'll be catchy enough that people can use it or like remember it. And that was kind of how it happened. And then, later down the road, it's like, we probably should have said cruise somewhere in there, so people would have known that that's what cruising was. But I mean, that's kind of the short answer. We had another name, and then we wanted to use Lido, and then we thought that it worked well with the Lido Loca.
Well, and what's pretty interesting, right, is that Lido Loca, right? So it's half Spanish, half Italian.
Half Spanish, half Italian. It's the
Right.
wrong gender.
In the video, you bring that up because I was thinking about Hani and the beach life, and I was like, wait a minute, did Hani just copy you in English what Lido Loca is? Because you said Italian and Spanish.
It's the crazy beach.
Life.
Yeah, it's kind of like the crazy beach. And then, we would get that all the time. Like, that you're not doing the Spanish right. And I just have to type back and go, oh, yeah, we made it up. It's not like we're trying to say anything.
All right, so it looks like we have Miss Allison. Miss Allison, can you hear us? Are you ready to go back there? Oh, 2 thumbs up.
Ooh,
so this is the Beach Life, Hani's daughter, Allison. We're going to bring her in, and she has a couple questions for you guys. And there she is.
Allison. Hey, Allison.
Hi. So my first question was, what was the worst experience you've ever had on a cruise?
Worst experience.
For me, the worst experience was on one of our group cruises. We had a leak in our cabin.
That was probably the worst experience, when like we came back to the cabin like after midnight, like 1 o'clock in the morning, and the roof had caved in and water was just pouring onto the bed and pouring onto our stuff. And that started about an 8-hour adventure of trying to get moved to another cabin. And that was probably the most challenging thing on a cruise. But,
and then when we went to that other cabin, the AC was broken.
The AC was out. It was
rough.
One of my favorite videos that we made is the vlog of that next morning. And I walk up to Jenny and I'm like, hey,
at the coffee bar.
I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, am I supposed to lie here or tell the truth? But that was probably the worst experience that we've ever had.
That's right.
Have you ever had a bad experience on a cruise, Allison?
I don't really remember this, but my dad told me that when I was younger, I got really sick on one of the cruises. And like it wasn't like seasick, it was just like I was like coughing and like
ooh.
And what else was it? I was having trouble breathing and I had to be taken to the doctor, so it was really bad.
That's scary.
That's right. Matt remembers that leak.
Yeah. That leak was rough.
It's not fun.
My second question was, who was the most entertaining cruise director you've ever had?
Most entertaining.
She said entertaining, not best looking.
Not best looking.
Calm down, Jenny. Not best looking now.
I'm gonna go.
You know who did it.
I know. I'm gonna go with the Scotsman.
Yeah,
the Flying Scotsman.
I would say that too. So our very first cruise, we had a cruise director that was new to Carnival. His name was Mikey,
and fantastic,
amazing, and he had the most energy. And that was our first like exposure to a cruise director that was really there to bring the fun. So I have a really soft spot for Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
But then like one of our almost our last cruise, we had the Flying Scotsman, and this was a guy who started out in the shows singing songs. Super high energy guy, and then he had his own show, and so I would say the Scotsman's probably the most entertaining, because of the fact he had his own show. It was amazing.
Yeah, he was wonderful. They've all been good, right? And they're different. Like on each cruise line, they're just so different.
The roles are different. So we've been on 5 different cruise lines, but I would say, out of all the cruise directors, so I remember the guy on Royal Caribbean when I went to Asia, because that was a whole different vibe, But Carnival are really the cruise directors I remember the most.
Yeah, and the guy on Celebrity Carlos was really good too.
Yes, he was. Absolutely, yeah.
My third question was, is there any excursions you would like to try in the future?
For me, I definitely don't want to go to any lizard farm again.
No lizard?
No.
Oh, we're going back to lizard farm.
For me, it's any. I would really love to. I wish they had like a coffee tour.
Yeah.
Right. Like for me, I would just love to go on a coffee tour, kind of like how they have
like a local food tour.
Yeah.
Rum tour. They have the rum tours and stuff like that.
Right.
Too.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've done some of that. We've gone on we've gone like on all the different places around the Cayman Islands and stuff like that. For me, like I want to jet ski. I'm trying to wait for my brother to come so I can go jet skiing. That's probably the most adventurous thing I want to do, but I really like sightseeing. Like, we're looking to go next year over to Europe, and we want to go and see like, old churches and old stuff like that. So, we're getting to be old people. We just like to go, just like to walk around and look at old stuff.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, but that kind of thing. What's the best excursion you've ever done, Allison?
One of my favorites was snorkeling. We got to see a bunch of fish, and like we got to. My dad one time was just like laying there looking at the fish, and my mom was scared. I'm sorry. And my mom.
I can't wait to hear this full story.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have something good on Honey. I can't wait for this.
I'm trying to guess. Like, did the mom act like a shark or something? Seems like that could be the thing.
Pants, they mess up or something. Oh, Honey, we got one on Honey here for real.
It's that from me. Once I get to laughing, that's it.
Well, Honey, what did you do?
No, it's actually when I'm in the ocean, I am like one with the sea, and I was just floating and talking to the fish and all that. And I just completely lost track of time. And my wife thought something happened to me. So
oh wow!
She like pulled me out of my Zen moment. It was funny to everybody there, except for me, because I was like, "What the hell?"
That's awesome.
So does your dad do this like in the bathtub with bubbles all the time? Is he like floating in the bathtub and y'all have to knock him in the mouth?
No.
Oh, maybe so.
He really enjoys being in the ocean and stuff, so he was really like enjoying the moment and just got
I agree with him on that.
That's sweet.
Any questions Tony and Jenny may have back to Allison about her Zen moments or anything?
No, we're gonna have to ask your dad more of those questions. See what he's doing. So, Allison, we've asked a lot of other people. What do you hope to do as you become an older person? What are some of your interests? What do you want to? You got a job in mind?
Yeah. So my mom is a real estate agent, and I've been with her a couple times, and I really enjoyed being like able to like just see the different houses, and I think I really enjoy that job.
Yeah.
Or I really would like to be a cruise director. It's just like that job in like. Sorry, I don't know how to explain. It just seems very like entertaining. You get to like pretty much live on a cruise most of the time, and it's like I like to interact with the people on the cruise, and I just think that would be really fun.
Man, I just would love to encourage you on that. Any kind of travel that you can do, and especially like, of course, as long as Hani wants you to work on a cruise ship, but I think that would be a great experience, as you're getting older. So I would just encourage you for that. That'd be cool to, 10 years from now, old Tony and Jenny see you as the cruise director on a cruise ship or something. There's Allison. You remember that time she asked us questions? Could happen.
Can you hold my walker, cutie pie?
Oh, me. Well, hey, Allison, we really, really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much, and you were so cute.
You are so cute, and you're
Thank
older
you,
than your
Allison.
sister. You need to give them a hard time and say, hey, Dad gave me $100 for doing this. And you guys Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, Allison. Thank
Bye,
you very
Allison.
much. Great questions.
All right, so I think we're down to our final, last but not least.
Last but not least, there's the man
look,
himself.
He's got his red.
He's got his notes here and everything. So
And he has a cool name too.
What's up, Anthony? Best name ever.
All right, you got a question for him?
Mm-hmm. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I would always want to know what Tony's thinking.
Wow.
Maybe you don't want to know.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's the superpower they want. For me, I thought about this a lot. I think flying would be cool. I think if you had flying as a superpower, you could get a lot done. That's what I think. What about you, Anthony? What superpower would you like? Oh,
Yeah, he's been wanting us to fly. He said his favorite thing would be to fly.
Oh,
and
nice.
He's been wanting us to fly down to Florida to get on a cruise ship, but with everything going on, we haven't been able to do that. So instead of driving 13 hours to Orlando, or back from Orlando, we may just fly next time.
We can feel you on that. The driving's tough sometimes.
Okay, you got another question?
What is your favorite food?
Favorite food?
Favorite food?
Mine is probably Italian food. Pizza, good lasagna.
I like some of that smoked barbecue that Mike makes.
He does.
Is that
Jenny don't like it though. I don't know how many times I've heard. Every time Jenny says she doesn't like barbecue, I'm like, it hurts my heart.
So it's funny because I love barbecue that is kind of just smothered in barbecue sauce, but I can't have a lot of it.
Yeah.
Right. And if it's put on garlic bread.
I like a dry rub. But so here, like I'm a little obsessive sometimes. And so my favorite food changes from time to time. So when the first time I tried sushi, we had to eat sushi for 14 days in a row.
So now I don't eat it.
And Jenny was like, are we going to have sushi again? I'm like, yes, I love sushi. I did not eat guacamole until I was about 40 because I thought I didn't like it. And then when I figured out I liked avocado, we ate it every day for a month.
True.
So I just go through phases, but pizza, barbecue, any of that. I like all food. You don't get to be my size turning food away.
So there's a little tip, and I think there was we went, and when we were in Orlando, we went and ate at Four River Smokehouse, and I think they have one in Tampa as well. That was really good barbecue.
It was good.
I'm sometimes I can be a barbecue snob, but it was really good. So down in Tampa area, you guys ever get a craving for barbecue?
Let's turn the question on Mike. Mike, what's your favorite barbecue style? Is it that Carolina barbecue style? You like that Memphis style? You like that?
Kind of like you. I like
City?
it all. But I'm kind of opposite of Jenny. I like my sauce over to the side so I can actually taste that meat and taste that smoke from the hickory and cherry and oak. And I'm not a big barbecue sauce person. I like it over to the side.
We got to do a barbecue tour with Mike sometime.
Right. So I do have to say, as much as I don't like barbecue that way, and Mike, I probably would love yours, right? Because when I used to go to Memphis every year, they used to bring us to Rendezvous, and there was no sauce on their stuff, and their barbecue was phenomenal.
I'm a big fan of it. If it's really good barbecue, it's kind of like a steak. You don't want A1 sauce. Some people may, or ketchup on it. When you're little or young, you do. But I'm the same way with barbecue. If it's really good barbecue, you don't just need it by itself.
Yes.
Right.
All right, Anthony. I think Anthony's got another one. Okay. Get ready. Go. I'll shut my mouth.
If you went on the last vacation ever.
I couldn't hear the last thing you said.
You gotta speak up, honey.
If you went on the last vacation ever, what would it be?
One vacation left, Jenny. What would it be?
So one last vacation would probably be. That's a hard one. That is a hard one for me.
I'm going world cruise. I think the idea is really neat. 120 days, 240 days on a cruise ship. If that was the last chance I had to travel, I would get on something that was that long so I could go to all those places, and then I would call it a day. World cruise.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with that because that's a good answer.
You're going to go world cruise with me?
Yeah, because you're not really at one destination and you're going all around. I was kind of thinking maybe I'll do a road trip to see all the kids, that kind of thing. But.
Man, seeing the kids ain't no vacation.
I
don't think they're on here. I don't know that seeing the kids is a vacation, Jay. No, just kidding. We love the kids. Anthony, out of all the vacations you've gone on, what's been your favorite vacation?
Yeah, the first cruise he went on.
Oh, awesome.
That was that the Miracle? No, that was the Ecstasy.
Ecstasy, I believe.
We went on the
That
Ecstasy.
was my favorite.
Yeah, but you really did love the last time we went to the DR. You really liked the pool area in the DR, and then you like Grand Turks pretty good at Margaritaville, right?
I also like Dominican.
He likes the DR.
You got a lifelong cruiser there, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's the great thing about kids, and these kids that have been on the show that's been on cruises is, we didn't have a lot of money as kids, so we couldn't go on these vacations like this. But I mean, that's the great thing of experiencing different cultures and different countries, and
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I mean, I think it's great that they get to experience it.
I agree. So, Anthony, on the cruise ship, what is your favorite thing to do? I can't hear him.
You gotta speak up. They can't hear you.
Laying out in the sun.
Laying out in the sun. Very nice. Catching some rays by the pool. Do you do the water slides and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes he said sometimes he does.
Awesome.
All right, you got one last question for him, Anthony?
Yes.
You want to come up here?
Come on up here so you can they can hear you.
There you go.
There's that handsome face.
There we go. Oh, maybe not.
What is your favorite hobby?
What's your favorite hobby, Jenny? Besides cruising, I would assume.
Working on my cricket.
Yeah. Jenny is so crafty. Like, she has made so many things. That's your new hobby.
I turned it on the other day.
Yeah, and I'll say that, like, building Lego is probably mine. I like to collect stuff, and I like collecting Lego because you get to build it. I've collected other things where you just look at it, not as fun as collecting something that you can build. So it really is peaceful to me to build some Lego when I'm not thinking about cruising, which is all the time, it seems like.
See, and I'm so bad because I don't think I've ever really had a hobby.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't really have a hobby.
It is so weird. Like I said, 4 years ago, we took our first cruise, and since that cruise, I don't know that a day's gone by that I have not thought about cruising.
I know.
It's so bizarre. Pretty wild.
So if we can choose traveling as a hobby,
yeah,
that would be mine.
That's one of the options.
Okay.
There you go.
That's a good option then. I'm going to take that one.
Right? They're okay to pick that one.
Anthony, besides cruising, what do you like to do for a hobby?
I like to do art.
Art, very nice.
Read.
That's awesome. Oh, and read. That's a good one too.
Reading.
Anthony's really gotten into reading here. I mean, he's always read, but
I've always read books.
But in the last week, you've read what, 2 or 3 books?
Keep that up. Keep that up, man. The best storyteller is that imagination in your brain. So
that's right.
That reading's awesome. Very cool.
Cool deal.
Me and my mom like to read though. Dad doesn't. But we like reading.
Sometimes it's tough to get into I like to read, but I always fall asleep.
It's always the 3 B's for me. It's either the Bible, basketball, or barbecue. Those are the 3 B's I talk about.
But you need to get
Very
more
nice.
into reading about stuff and learning because it makes you smarter.
My hard drive can't handle anymore. I need to reboot it.
There you go.
Hey, so any other questions, Anthony, you may have for Tony and Jen? We got about 5 minutes here.
No.
I think, okay. So I think Michelle actually had some, didn't you? A few questions or?
Yeah.
So you didn't know this was coming. This is a curveball.
Yeah, this is definitely.
Fire away.
All right. So give an example of when one of y'all's kids were little and they did something embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. I'll go first.
You got that one? I'm trying to think.
Kids say the darndest thing. So either one of your kids, when they were growing up, anything they said that, embarrassed you pretty good.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So our son, Gregory, he's the oldest son, but he is like third. So we have 6 kids. So he is the 4th oldest.
All the girls are older than the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he used to, so he loved to play Santa. He would get a Santa suit and he's going to kill me. But, but my favorite line that he did was George Lincoln.
Yes.
He was talking about George Washington.
Yeah, he was telling us that he learned who the first president was. It's George Lincoln. Greg has done some. Yeah.
Greg has done some crazy things, but my all-time most embarrassing moment with Gregory was actually when So Tony and I were dating for a while before he met my children. So it was the very first date that Tony and I went on that the kids came with us. So we went to an outside flea market, and Gregory was a little tyrant when he was young. I think he was like 2 or 3.
I think he was 3 when I met Greg for the first time. Yeah.
And he was passing a CD. Was it Harry Potter?
A DVD. So we were passing a guy that was selling used DVDs.
Right. The kid picked it up, threw it on the floor, and proceeded to stomp on it.
It was the wildest thing ever. Like everything was fine. We were just walking along, and all of a sudden he makes a beeline for these DVDs, grabs the first one that he sees, throws it on the ground, and just starts stomping up and down on it.
And the moment that I knew that Tony was going to be my husband, and I just fell completely much more in love with him, was when he took Gregory by the hand, sat him on the bench, and talked it out. Well, first he went to the guy and said, he goes, how much is that DVD?
The first thing I did was make eye contact with the guy so he didn't freak out. And then immediately I went for my wallet, paid for the DVD. But that was wild.
Yeah.
That was wild. Jenny was like, I swear he's not like this all the time.
He's just acting out.
That's right.
He don't have no problems. You wait till you meet the other ones.
Right.
No, we're very fortunate with our kids, and they're all doing well, and they're progressing into adulthood. It's really a wild thing because, I think Jenny and I would both say we're a little selfish, right? And I grew up kind of as an only child. Like I didn't live with my half siblings, and Jenny's got her own little bit of form of selfishness. And it is so true. Trying to raise kids and understand what they're going through in life really breaks you out of your own selfishness. And so it's interesting. And then like, even, and I'm telling on us a little bit, but it's like one day these kids will be out of the house and we can just be focused on us again. And it never goes away. And I think that's just a beautiful aspect of life, because it really connects you to this idea that there's something more to care about than yourself. And, just thinking about those kids, man, they're just, we're very blessed of how wonderful these kids are. So
that's right. Life is good today knows that he went to Western Carolina University.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
now he's a Gator now.
He's in Florida now. Yeah. Florida Gators.
For his master's. But how about you? What was one of your most embarrassing moments with the kids?
I caught up with the kids so much that I can't think of a time where I ever really felt embarrassed. But I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I was just scratching my brain to try to figure out. I don't hold much of that in my head, so I don't know. But like, I was just thinking, what was funny though, and of course it's another Greg story. I found at one point before we did YouTube, Greg used to watch a lot of YouTube. And it was back in the day when there were like prank channels and stuff like that. And so he was going to prank Jenny. And I found this memory card like 3 years or 4 years after it happened. I found this old memory card, and he was going to prank Jenny, and he had a camera set up on the refrigerator pointing down at the faucet. And the idea is like when you turn the faucet on, it would shoot you with the water. Well, before he could prank Jenny, he shot the water on himself. And so, yeah, it's just, I just love that kid so much, but it was great to find that. But yeah, no, it's,
I don't know if Michelle remembers this story. I told it today. Oh, no. Anthony, look at Anthony. Oh, no. Here it goes. It's not embarrassing to you. It's more embarrassing to me. But when, since we're healthy people, Anthony, from a young age, we always said the word fat, which is kind of ironic because we use it now in the name of our channel, Fat Life, was a bad word. And we'd say, don't say the F word. So we were going into church. We were going into church one Sunday, and TJ, Anthony was little. He went running up to TJ, our pastor, and said, "Hey, Dad just said." And we were coming into church, and I was like, "I got to quit eating like this. I'm fat." And then Anthony's like, "You said the F word." We came into church. Remember that, don't you? Michelle's embarrassed about here, but the pastor's at the enter of the church, and we come into the church, and Anthony says, "Daddy said the F word," and the pastor, and he laughed about it later on. He was a young pastor, about 40 years old, and I said, "To us, the F word is fat." He's like, "Oh, okay." But that was a funny situation. It was an innocent situation where Anthony didn't know any. I mean, he didn't know any better.
It's not that bad of a word.
It's not a bad. There's a lot of other F words that are a lot worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Hey,
pretty
we just want to say thank you so much tonight. I know the other families and we want to say, thank you to all the kids that came on tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
All the
That was a
parents
blast.
of those kids that allowed them to come on tonight. But a big thank you to Tony and Jenny. And we want to give you guys kind of the last minute or two here. Anything you'd like to say to anybody? Or again, thank you for coming on.
All right, so now I can let my tears go.
Are you gonna cry a little bit?
Well, because the community, you guys you mean the world to us. And thank you for having us. And the kids, it's just so cool to see life sometimes through a kid's eyes. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, this is a great idea, Mike, and I appreciate you pulling it together and having us on here. It's very, we do these things from time to time, and this is definitely the most unique way that we've done it, and we appreciate that. And then just for the broader community, again, like we're 4 years into it. We've been very fortunate on our journey, but to see this cruising community spring up and to know that, we had a little bit to do with it, and to see everybody connected and people making friends. And it's so weird because who would have thought? And it's really neat that now we've got friends that we never thought we would have, that we know folks like you guys that we never thought that would, it's just amazing to me how things work out, and we're just really glad to be a part of it. So thanks for including us in this. And, and we so much appreciate the community out there. Appreciate everybody who is watching tonight. So it's awesome times. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
y'all have
so
a great
much.
evening, Tony and Jenny.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Anthony.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Anthony.
Bye, Anthony.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hey, we just want to thank you all for coming on tonight. Again, thank you
Yes.
to the parents. Thank you for those in the chat. I know we didn't get to communicate with the chat very much tonight, but you guys make the show, and the kids I thought were the star tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's such great that like Tony and Jenny were willing to come on here and open themselves up to questions that you don't know may or may not come up.
Yes.
And hey, I thought Allison stole the show tonight, giggling about
Absolutely.
Hani. That's the thing. Kids say the darndest things. You never know what they're going to say,
Nope.
and they're always honest, and they're always truthful. And that's what's so great about kids. And I love that the cruising community. Somebody made a comment earlier tonight about who are some of the kids or their parents. We intentionally didn't put their parents' names on there. Not all of them were creators. Some of them were cruising community kids, and their parents didn't have a YouTube channel, so they really didn't probably want their even though some of them were in the chat here tonight and said, hey, that's my girls or that's my kids. We just want to thank you all for coming on tonight.
Yes, thank you so
if
much.
you like what we do, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. Again, we love food, we love barbecue, food reviews, we love traveling. Hopefully we get back on cruises this year. We're going to be in October on the Lido Loca cruise. So if
We're
you're
going to have so much fun.
if you're on that cruise, come up and say hey to us. We'd love to meet you. But we love you guys. We're going to go ahead and exit this out tonight. Thanks again for coming in with us. Thanks for checking us out.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You guys have an awesome, awesome night.